September 13th, 2023. Welcome to REO-Outdoors and my equipment shed. It's a work in progress. I'm gonna go inside and show you what's been done so far. And we're gonna work on a project today, the new Garmin Striker Vivid 4 and the Yak Attack boat mount is gonna be our project today. REO Outdoors, like, share, subscribe, turn on the notifications, contact your friends, your neighbors, let everybody see what's going on. All right, so I received my brand new fish finder and mount yesterday. I put it together this morning with some difficulty on a pre-run, and that is one of the reasons I'm doing this video, is to show you what YouTube did not show me. I built this shed this last year and I've been slowly working on it. Here's my welcome desk with my hunting map layout. Here's my fishing book guide for my lakes. We've been working on this yesterday. I got the new plywood put up on that wall there. And once that was done, you can see I mounted the trolling motor and stuff. This is what I've mounted on there. My fishing poles and my life jackets. The way I built the shed turned out convenient, so I could have built-in rod holders. And I didn't even plan on that, but it worked out great. I found these lights in the attic of my garage. I took some extension cords that were missing the female end and hot wired it right into that light. So that extension cord comes down, and the orange one here was a bad extension cord. Well, that's part of that light. And this plug-in fixture is run by a extension cord, and it goes out and is plugged in outside, giving me power in here. Utilizing materials around the house. Welcome to REO Outdoors equipment shed. And like I said, this is a work in progress. This wall and that wall will be done sometime after deer season. It's time to start concentrating on deer season now. But good thing is, I got a gift certificate from my daughter Valerie Vanderwall and Kent Vanderwall. Got a gift certificate from them from Dick's Sporting Goods, and it turned out to be enough to buy a brand new fish finder. And the fish finder I bought was the Garmin Striker Vivid 4C V plus transducer. And then as an added package, I bought the Yak Attack round base fish finder unit. They came in the mail, and I've never had a fish finder before, so this is a learning experience for me. And like I said, I opened it up this morning, started working on it. I was frustrated. The instructions didn't help me too much. I'm gonna put you over here on the mount. Mount you on my camera mount. We'll start doing this. Now hopefully this turns out perfect. Okay folks, so I got this package and I opened up these packages, and this is the Yak Attack fish finder mount right here, okay? they did not send anything with this for this. So I'm very confused on how and what this is supposed to go to, because this is the end where the fish finder mounts to. And we'll get to that as we go through. So I got my Allen wrench, and it is a 1/6 Allen thing. So this showed up with no instructions at all on it. There's no instructions at all with this fish finder mount at all. Came with nuts and bolts. So I very happily, I opened up the Garmin box, and here on top is a piece of paper. This is Striker 4 Series, and it says compass safe distance. And okay, I look around and I find this piece in here. Yay, there it is. That's what matches the pictures. Other than these photos, there are no instructions about it. It's just all photos. So this is telling me to push down on this little lever and push this piece out. These two separate because there's mounting screws on the bottom of this. These are two separate pieces. I break things very easy. I get frustrated and I break things. So even though I'm reading the instructions and it's showing me what to do, it's not coming apart. I called my wife. And my wife looked at the instructions and she did what it says. Push down on this little lever and slide this piece straight out. Push down on that lever and slide that piece out. I was fighting with it where I could not get it done. Okay, 2 pieces now. That's what we want, 2 pieces. This is going to be the mounting part, okay? From there, it's telling you to take this piece and put it on a piece of board. It's telling you to put it on a piece of board, mark the 3 screw holes, either drill it, tap it, whatever. You're going to drill it because you're either going to use screws or bolts in this to mount it. Okay? Once it's mounted, you put it back together. And the reason they call this a compass is because it does turn. Once you've got it mounted on your boat, it allows you to turn the Garmin fish finder itself. That's why it's called a compass. Okay? I'm going to take this back apart again. Push down on that lever and take it apart. Once you've done it a couple times, it's not so bad. Okay, so that's done. Then on the back of this, it's showing the Garmin itself mounting to that bracket right there. So I come in here and I dig around and I find the fish finder. Okay, there it is. Now this is the really simple part. At first it doesn't look, there's a little hump on here and a little catch down here. It goes in and snaps into place. Simple. Then again, you grab this and you push on this little lever and it comes apart. Okay, yay! Good deal. Okay, simple, easy peasy. part of the rest of these instructions, the only line, there's two sentences in here. One, it says blue and brown wires are only needed for sharing data with another EcoMap or Striker device. Everything else is all in Spanish, Puerto Rican, Spanish, Mexican, Spanish, Arabic, French. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 other languages underneath here. Then over here in English it says push cables firmly. And that's it. The cables that are in here to connect to this, that's the only thing in here. Push cables firmly. Yay. Great instructions there, Garmin. Okay. So, next step. I have my Garmin. I have my mount. Okay, but how do I mount this onto here, okay, and then this onto my boat? All right, so this part comes on to here, and you have, I'm just going to, again, I'm just putting this together easy peasy so that I can take it back apart again later. Okay, so you want this part available to hook this part on. So this part showing there's 3 holes on this mount, you line them up. Okay, there's one center one. It lines up pretty easy actually. Get that in there. And if I get it there, and to the hole right there. Okay. Why is that not working? What is going on? That fits on there. Okay. Oh, that's a smaller screw. That's a smaller screw. That'll go on there. Okay. Add smaller screws mixed with big ones. I'm taking this one in here, and again, there's a pre-drilled hole right there in the center. I'm going to line it up, get it started. I'm just getting it started because I got to turn around and line up these other 2 holes. Okay, these other 2 holes here are actually bolts with nuts. The screw comes through here, the bolt comes through this part, lines up, and the nut will, they got an inset. People that have, guys out there that have worked on things before, they've got an inset spot already so that your nut will fit right in there, and once it's in there, you don't have to have pliers or a wrench. It sits in there and then it just holds itself. So I get that in there, and now that it's in there, I can hold it with my thumb and tighten that down. Okay, get the other one started. Where did it go? Where did it go? What's going on here, folks? Put it in the wrong one. They actually have actually have two different spots on each one, and I'm assuming that's because of different brackets right here. And because I'm on video and because, you know, everything goes just peachy dory, I put it in the wrong one. Come out, come out, move it over one spot. Come on, yo. Be nice to Daddy. There. Okay. Try this again. So that's there like that. And now I'm going to double check. And yes, now I can see the two connections. Okay. After struggling and this and that, I still think that the Yak Attack is missing a part. I found a part that will work, but it doesn't make me happy. That's one of the things I was struggling with earlier this morning, was trying to figure this next piece out. I don't like it. I figured out what I had to do to make it work, but I don't like it. They could have come up with some kind of other idea about something, because I don't like it. I pulled up YouTube and was watching videos. The video, basically the only video that I could find was like 4 years old. And I know the manufacturers out there are designing things so that this bracket can be adjusted for the Humminbird or Lowrance or whatever. They're trying to make them, you know, cover more than just one brand so they can sell them to more people. I understand that. Okay. Totally understand that. So now that's mounted on there and that's mounted on there. That's cool. Now, again, this part is what's going to get mounted onto the boat. And let me put these bolts away. So I started looking through here, and I cannot find what I think should be the part. I'm just having a wind digger over time. So I come up with this piece, and this cannot be the piece, because this has got to be more along the lines of, this piece here has got to be along the lines of mounting. It's got a mounting bracket right here that bolt goes through on the same premise as these right here. So that you can, somewhere that is mounted so that you can move something. But that's not the right piece. That don't go. The piece that I came up with is this. And again, this, I don't know if you can see it, but again, this piece is designed with, so you can put a bolt through here and something that should be able to rock on here. This is what I came up with in order to mount this whole thing on. The Yak Attack mounting bracket, okay? This is the bottom side of it. It's got this little silver spin thing that tightens up and loosens, okay? Hoping y'all are getting this because I only video this once. There's a button right here, okay? This button right here allows you to turn your mount, okay? It allows you to turn it. There's gears inside of here and gears here that mesh up. Then you push it and it allows this to turn whatever. I'm going to take this, put it over here, my Garmin over here. Okay. Because what I'm going to go through to now is what I had to figure out was this little silver piece, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's a, okay. I am lining up everything to go into that slot, okay. Everything lines up to go into that slot. Once it's in that slot, you're mounted on your boat. Okay. But how do I get this to, it's not going to be able to come off and on every night. Once this gets mounted on your boat, this mount is going to have to stay, and then you'll just take off your fish finder every night. Okay. The way it's designed is once it's on here, you push the button, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, and it will tighten up. It will tighten up down on that dealie right there. Okay. It'll tighten up on that piece. But here's the problem. You cannot mount this piece on the boat and then put this piece on. Or maybe I can. Okay. Is it coming off of there? So that turns until that bottom nut loosens up enough. Okay. I'm going to take this piece and pretend I'm mounting it on my boat. If I put this right on my boat, there is not enough room to get that catch down in there or underneath it. It's not designed, there's no cuts or grooves for that to get up underneath and caught. It's just, oh, that didn't work. I'm going into my table. That's not gonna be good. Go right into my workbench. I like that. Okay, so if I keep this mount on my boat and I come out with my deal, line everything up, put it in here, it will not work. There has to be a separation between here, right? In order for that to slide in and lock in so you can take it in and out. So fighting with that, I got perturbed and took it apart. And this is what I have determined to do. Take this completely apart. Take that completely apart. Put the silver thing down in there. Again, you have to line up these butterfly lips with this. Put that in there, like, but now see I can't, I can't tighten that screw down because this is over top of it. I don't have any more screws. These two on this end have to be, the whole thing has to be up enough to get that up underneath there. So I'm going to have to come up with some washers underneath there to keep the bracket tight. But then, once that gets on there, then I can come back over here. Then I can come back over here and screw this back on. Just screw that back on until it starts catching. It'll start catching the gears. It'll start catching the gears. And it's tightening up underneath there. Okay. And now to a point, then I have to start pushing this latch and continue turning it. It should be tightening down. Oh, come on. But you see what my problem is? I'm going to figure this out. Okay, but you see what the problem is. This bracket right here, this mounting bracket is not right for mounting on here. Not without finagling and whatever. This is not right. They need to come up with another design. I will make it work, but this ain't the way it's supposed to be. It just can't be. It just can't be. Because once it's mounted, okay, once it's mounted, then you can turn your thingies and this will move. That'll move, okay. You can turn this and this will move. It's all fine and dandy, right? This mounting bracket came out of the Garmin box, not with Yak Attack. So I'm saying the Yak Attack people need to come up with their own mounting bracket. Universal, multifunctional mounting bracket. Yak Attack, you need to come up with a mounting bracket of your own that is multifunctional, universal, that works with Lowrance, Humminbird, Garmin, whatever. It goes back onto Yak Attack. Okay, folks, I've been on here long enough. I showed you what I came up with and what the problem was. And what I'll end up doing is when I get ready to actually mount this on my boat, I'll be putting a spacer underneath this. I'll be putting a spacer underneath this enough to get that in there, and then to get that silver bolt locked in there, and then I can take this piece, tighten it down around it, and it'll basically be locked on there on the boat. The Yak Attack will stay on the boat at all times. The Garmin Garmin will be detachable every time I come and go. Like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. Hope to see you all back again sometime with another adventure. I know my videos are far in between, but it's not like I'm a professional, as you can see. I just wanted to get you out there to show you the difficulty I had hooking this up. The wiring harness doesn't seem to be too hard of a deal. The wiring harness is set right on the back of the Garmin, right on the back of the fish finder. It says power, which will be running to your battery, and that means the other one will be going to to the screen itself, doing all this stuff. So that's going to be simple. Just gotta hot wire these into the battery. Garmin's transponder unit. They sent this, and they sent zip ties. They sent a big hose clamp because this transponder here, transducer, whatever you call it, This is going to be mounted on the bottom side of my trolling motor. This might end up being another video for you, I'm not sure. But this was my deal right here. Trying to figure this thing out. No written instructions, just pictures. And like I said, Yak Attack, you got to come up with some kind of mounting bracket. All right, folks, like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications. REO-Outdoors. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe, stay blessed. Get outside and enjoy Mother Nature. Enjoy God's creation. Take kids fishing. Have fun. I'll see you later. Bye. Fella, that's what I need right there. I need to see that guy. That's what I'm looking for.